just arrived in Chicago O'Hare, and really excited because I am going to be picking up our dream Lexus GX470. So this is going to be my first look at it. I'm checking it out, and then we're going to start the long journey home. Today started at a 5:45 wake up time in Denver, Colorado. Hopped on a flight, and now I'm here in Chicago. So we'll see how this goes. Well, good morning from our family farm and lake here in Missouri. Got a good night's rest last night. Got in about 10 o'clock after that drive, so not too bad. But I want to go ahead and take you guys on a full walk around here of the car now that I'm in the daylight. So let's take a look at it, right? So again, 05 GX470, about 200k miles, lifted, running on 35s. I will do a much more in-depth walkthrough eventually, but just want to do a full pano here, kind of get the whole deal going. So we've got the gas canisters here, as well as the brush guard, right in there that you can mount stuff to. Coated on the bottom, got the max tracks there. You've got a full snorkel here as well. Come around to the back side here. We've got the rear mounted tire or spare, which I'll be putting a full-size spare on there, which is great. You've got the farmer's jack just in case. You've got a little ladder there so you can go up on top here. We've got a full-size rack that runs the entire length of the vehicle, which is huge for future projects. So that's pretty awesome. Full metal bumper, aftermarket there. Hitch recovery points, so that's pretty fantastic. You've also got two lights back here as well, which I love. The lights on this thing are fantastic. Coming around here to the driver's side, biggest thing is this right here. So it'll be an awning that'll pull out here, and then that is pretty awesome because we've got coverage here on this side. We're going to do something in the future that's going to give us coverage on the back side there as well. Equally, just like on the other side, we've got these other guards here as well, these brush guards that of course help with mounting stuff. Coming around to the front, this thing is mean and lean, guys. It looks pretty awesome. I'm really excited about it. Check her out. So we've got a Land Cruiser Prado bumper here on the front end. We've got the winch right here as well. Skid plate, of course, and then lights here. We've got the light bar up on the front as well. That thing is kicking. As well as these side lights as well on either side. So there's a lot more small details that I definitely want to cover in depth, but the interior is pretty primo as well. We've got the aftermarket head unit as well as radio, or just stereo in general. So a couple other fun things on the inside, but really we're going to be covering the inside full in depth in this channel as we continue to do the build out. So there is the full 360 walk around on this. She is pretty super happy with it. Welcome to day 2 Allen Ball Adventures build out. We have made some progress. Let me show you guys. So we've done the floor. So this is going to be the base for our build out here. So that is basically the biggest part of the progress that we got done yesterday. Basically a lot of game planning, as well as, you know, just sourcing some materials and seeing what we're actually going to do with it. But today is going to be a lot of progress being shown, so we will keep you along as we continue to go, but moving right along. Time for a quick update here of the progress. So we've got the sides of our walls built out here. So we've got solid pieces there. Boom. It's going to be supported right there. Now it's time to build the back. So we've got the floor, the sides, then we'll get the back, and then we'll do the top, the middle, and the drawers, and all that good stuff.
Hi, let's check out the progress. Got some tracks installed. The floor for the drawers.
It's time for a quick update. So it started raining, so we had to get everything underneath the umbrella there. So now let me take you back around for our progress here underneath this, which is huge because you could work on it, you know, in the rain. So we now have 2 working drawers. Bada boom, just like that. A bang, and yes, no, it is not pretty yet. However, it will be. So we're going to be putting some nice live edge wood right there for the front of the drawer. The whole entire top is going to be covered with our sleeping platform full time. So actually, sneak peek, that is what's going to be going right onto the front there. So the hard part, the working mechanism of the box is completed. Now it's time to start making it look more appealing. So overall, making pretty good progress, relatively speaking. Back to who knows how many days of the build out in the inside of the truck here at the Lexus. We definitely have a huge visual upgrade for you, so check it out there, take a look. We definitely have a drastic look different than before. We've got our little shades, we've got our cargo net for storage up there, all the little lights that we'll be doing, but more importantly, we've just about got half of the top done. It's not on yet, but it gives you an idea. There's the drawers. Boom.
Of course, more cosmetic things will be done, but
yeah, it's ugly and bare right now, but it is somewhat together. So we are more than halfway there, and just chugging along. And I think that was a good visual update. We also
morning. We are on day 3 of the car build out project. Currently I'm doing some staining on these drawers to make it look less like plywood and just give it a little bit of more character. We're building out a few extra things just to cover at that bottom section. Logan's getting that all situated. We're gonna screw it in there, glue it in there, and just make it look a little prettier. But that is the current update. We finished the ton. Say hi.
Hello.
What you doing?
We've got this bottom trim piece here that I've been finagling with. I think it's time for a quick little update on the interior build. See how things are going with the progress. Check it out here. Boom. Still got some work to do today on some finishing stuff, but here we are.
So Logan is still working on the inside, and in the meantime I'm doing some cosmetic things to the car. I really wanted to add an orange stripe right here, so here's the progress on that. Once all this is off, I know it's gonna look pretty sick, which I'm excited for, that little pop of color. You know, I just love the Toyota orange that you see on most, especially 4Runners. So I wanted to do something similar to my car. So we're gonna do both sides, but so far we got the one done, and I'm kind of nervous about doing the other side, but should look cool.
Guys, welcome back to Allen Ball Adventures. This is the final day of the build. We are trying to leave tomorrow, our last road trip. So we've pretty much got the majority of things finished off here on the inside. So kind of the big reveal moment here. First things first, let's flip you around. We did complete the orange stripe right there. So to make it kind of like that old school Toyota look, come around the front here. We added a nice accent of the winch hook being orange, just to kind of tie it all in. And we'll go ahead and do the walk around here onto the other side to see the build out of the shelves. First of all, we've got this canopy here on the back. So this will allow us to basically have coverage there on the back side of things, so that when we're under here, we've got rain coverage, but there it is. Check it out, it's got the bed on it right now. So this here that you're seeing is a zippable mosquito net. So we'll be able to zip this up and be pretty much protected from all the crazy insects. Now let's go over these drawers. So we've got your bed up here on front. It's a 4-inch high mattress that sits on top of our flooring here. And we'll go over the top here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and go through this drawer system here. So here on the left side, got a nice built-in handle, boom. Okay, we've got our floating stove right here. So it's just sitting on a shelf. That'll allow us to cook under the coverage of our rain fly here. On the inside, of course, you got your kerosene and all your water bottles and everything like that. We'll continue to make this organized as we go, but the biggest thing in here is that we've done webbing so that all this stuff isn't gonna just fall out. So that's pretty huge. We will have a collapsible sink that we will be putting underneath here. There's quite a bit of room, so that's nice. That's drawer number 1. And drawer number 2. That is gonna be this guy. So this is primarily going to be our pantry drawer, pantry and kitchen. So there's a shelf right here, another webbing, so we'll be able to handle all of our spices, all that kind of stuff here. Cleaning supplies, miscellaneous kitchen stuff will all be getting filled into here. So that is pretty much a rundown on the 2 drawers for you, the finished product. And now I'm going to take you up to the front half. So let's check that out. Okay, continuation of the build out here. So just to fill you in, when we have the bed folded all the way up and we've got it stashed up there, we are going to have access to these little shelves right here. So I built these as foldable. One, so that we'll have more surface area going all the way across for sleeping, but also so that we can get in there and use it as storage. So there's actually significant amount of storage in here, which is huge because every inch counts when you're overlanding. So cut these nice to size so that we can just get in there, boom, flip them up, and plenty of additional space. And it also works as a counter or shelf as well. So for sleeping, you know, we don't want all of our phones and everything to fall through here, this big 5-inch gap. So that is just a small thing that is going to make a huge difference. So this panel right here, we've got the webbing connected. So if we want, pop this, pull it open, or pull it closed, I should say. Boom, just like that. So it's a sliding bed. That way we have, you know, use for our front area over here, which I'll take you over to our refrigerator. So right in here is our fridge. So we've got it sitting on this wood block here. We ended up taking out this one seat, and then we'll be able to access this fridge from here. And it's actually going to plug into a 12 volt or a 100 watt socket right there. And then I've got a battery pack for it as well. And then coming around here to the other side, so that's the kitchen there. That is definitely important. Let's go ahead and check out this awning. So this is the awning that came on the vehicle. It is now waterproofed, so I went ahead and waterproofed both my awnings. That way, just to know for sure. So that is nice because that'll give us, we pretty much got 180 degrees of coverage, which is super important. So then over here is just our 2 remaining seats. So you'll be able to, you know, boom, still be able to use our 2 back seats if needed, if we have any passengers or anything like that. Other than that, we still have a bunch of storage under here. And yeah, so that is pretty much a wrap on the Lexus build out for the bed. And really huge shout out to my dad on this. We will post his socials here and down below. Chainsaw carver, he knew how to do it. I was the muscle, and it was way harder than I anticipated. I understand why carpenters do not like building cabinets. That was not fun, but it's a forever work in progress. There's other stuff that we're certainly going to be doing to it, but for now, all intents and purposes, that is a wrap on the build out of the interior sleeping platform for the Lexus GX470, and we've got some major adventures planned in this bad girl right here. So stay tuned along, subscribe, like, we really appreciate it, and yeah, see you in the next one.